Hi, Miss Gomez. My name is Julio Jair Maldonado Flores. My account number is 2025-2000-556, and today I will talk you about the weather here in my city, Tela Atlántida, Honduras, and I will talk you about my last vacations. Yesterday, the weather here in Tela was rainy and the temperature was around 91 degrees Celsius. And today, the weather is cloudy and the temperature is 75 degrees Celsius. And now I will talk about my last vacations. My last trip, I traveled to Valle, Honduras, and Intibucá, Honduras. I remember that in our way to Valle, Honduras, we stopped in Cihuatepeque in Savoy's Coffee, a beautiful coffee. There we have breakfast, we have coffee, and there I took a lot of pictures of me because the place was so aesthetic and the vibe was so chill. So I took a lot of pictures and posted it on my Instagram. Then we continue with our trip and we arrived at Aramesina, Honduras, Valle, Honduras, and there we stayed in a family's house. And in the afternoon, we went to the central park of the town of Aramesina, and there we bought a lot of souvenirs, very beautiful stuff, and we had snacks of the place, and we have a nice time there. And I take a lot of pictures of myself because it was beautiful, the place. Then we continue with our trip and we arrived at Aramesina, Aramesina Valle, Honduras. There we stayed in a family's house, and in the afternoon we went to the central park of the town of Aramesina, and there we bought a lot of souvenirs, a lot of beautiful stuff, and we had also a lot of snacks there, so delicious. And we take a lot of pictures of the place, and I take a lot of pictures of myself because it was so beautiful, and we have a nice time there. Then we come back to our family's house, and the next day, for the first time, I milk a cow. I was literally shaking. I was so nervous because it was my first time, and I'm a little scared of cows, but whatever. And we had breakfast, and at noon we continue with our trip. In our way to Intibucá, we see the landscape, and we obviously stopped to take pictures with the view. It was so beautiful. And then we finally arrived to La Esperanza in Tibuca, and we stay in a mountain hotel, very beautiful. And in the evening we went to the central park of La Esperanza in Tibuca. It was so beautiful. I take a lot of pictures of there. And then we had dinner in a beautiful restaurant with a beautiful decoration, like rustic. And then we come back to our hotel. Next day in the morning we had coffee. We explored the hotel because it was in the mountains, and we went to the central park of La Esperanza in Tibuca. There we bought a lot of fruits because there was a lot of fruits there, and I bought a beautiful scarf like with Lenca patterns. And we also visited La Gruta, a beautiful place there. And in our way back to home, we stopped in a nearby lake there. It was so beautiful also. And that was all. That was my last vacations, and the weather yesterday and today here in Tela, Honduras. Thanks for watching.